bottle of whiskey that's more expensive, and I've tried it, and I'm like, it's just not better. Yeah. How much does Woodford Reserve sell in the U.S.? My favorite Woodford Reserve is the double oaked, and for me, it's like about $80 a bottle. It's 80 USD a bottle, about. Yep. And you can spend a lot more on whiskey. A lot more. 80 is not cheap. I mean, you can definitely spend cheaper on a bottle of whiskey. Certainly not the most expensive. It's still pretty pricey. But it's not. Trust me. One of the bottles of whiskey I bought on chat's recommendation was like I think $490. Yep, one of the bottles I bought was a standard bottle of whiskey for $4.90, and I tried that whiskey. And what's interesting is when I tried it, I felt dumb because chat was like, a few people in chat were like, "You will love this whiskey. It's like the best whiskey. It's $490. You'll love it." And I was like, "Oh man, it must be amazing." And then I tried it, and I was just like, "It's really not." I don't know, man. It didn't do it for me. It did not do it for me. It wasn't. No. What was it? I think it was an old Macallan or something. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand that some people like enjoy that stuff, and I'm sure some people feel it's worth the price, but it wasn't for me. It's a palate issue. Yeah, the thing I like about Woodford Reserve is it's a good whiskey, but at the same time it doesn't cost like a huge amount of money. But even out of all the ones I've tried, it's still like really tasty. So I feel like it's a good middle ground. It's good. It's kind of expensive. How did I just do that? Did I just do like a 360 move? What was that? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, it's a special attack. Okay. I don't use the Highland sword too often, so that makes sense. Hey, who is this? It's a coalition logo. I don't know who that was. Isn't he to the point where price doesn't matter? Archeon 13, here's the thing, dude. I'm 38 years old, and for 30 years of my life, I lived paycheck to paycheck. So no matter how much money I make in my life, I will always consider price a factor. So that is never, there's never an issue when price is not a consideration when thinking of something. Yeah, I'm simply too old for it. All right, let's find a server that we can play with a lot of people.
Desert.
No, it's really weird because like there's some streamers that have grown up streaming and they've grown up with success, and it's very clear that they don't really have a basis of kind of like how like the value of things, which is kind of understandable given their situation. But for me, like seriously, there were years of my life when I had to decide, like, do I want to buy things that entertain me or do I want to buy food? So with that, that is a perspective, I would say. And I honestly think that's one of the reasons I'll never not appreciate the fact that you guys give me this job, because it's amazing. It's kind of amazing. I'm very glad that I didn't find streaming. It's weird because somebody earlier asked me, are you concerned that you started streaming so late in your life? Because I started streaming when I was like 30, right? And you would think that it's like, okay, so I didn't start streaming until 30. So I didn't really understand what streaming was for, like, you know, it would have been great if I found it when I was 20, right? Right? But at the same time, the fact that I was paycheck to paycheck until I was about 30 made me fundamentally appreciate this job so much more because I found it at 30. So I don't know, man. Like, it would have been cool to find streaming earlier, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I found it exactly when I found it. I feel the same way about riding motorcycles, where it's kind of like, I'm glad I started riding motorcycles later in my life, because if I had ridden motorcycles earlier, I feel like I probably would have been dead by now. Because I wouldn't have really understood the respect that riding that deserves. So, you know, it's a similar situation. Yeah. If you can't respect riding motorcycles, you will die a lot earlier. That's just how it is. Anything with high risk. If you don't understand the risk going into it, then, you know, it's so sizably. Like, I went out for a ride today for the first time in weeks. I went out for a ride today for an hour and a half. And the entire time, I was sorely concerned about not dying. The entire time. But it was so good. But it's like, if 25-year-old me would have gone out at that exact same time, I would have been more concerned about going 3 digits through traffic than I would have about just going a nice, easy 60 miles an hour and just enjoying myself and then liking it. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. 3 Trees says, not dying is pretty sweet. It's true. That's right. That's exactly right. It's a great way to say it. All right. So for anyone that wants to play with me, which is hopefully a few of you, we will find NA Central 40-player mix mode 2018 2692. 2018 2692. Yeah. Zaven says, why are you still riding sports bikes instead of more comfy ones? Because I love sports bikes. My most recent bike is a Ducati Supersport 950S, and I absolutely love it. I was out on it today for an hour and a half, and it was so good.
Have been destroyed.
So good. I love it. So I'm not quite ready to make the jump to cruisers, but I feel like that's the end game. The end game is cruisers. But right now, I'm still very much in my sports bike phase. That was terrible. Nuriel says, I notice Ko rambles lots when he drinks. Yes. Well said, Nuriel. Well said. Am I going cruisers? Probably one day. I'll probably try. I've never tried a cruiser. So I'm in the boat where one day I'm going to try a cruiser and love it and then sell my sports bikes and get cruisers. But right now I'm loving sports bikes. Hey, Zaven. Good to see you. How are you? Thanks for subbing. Yeah, to be fair, I ramble when I don't drink.
Out of it! They are almost completely destroyed!
What? What are you talking about? You talking about DAI? What are you talking about?
been destroyed. Protect the archives. Our knowledge must
I needed that arm. Damn it. Dr. Zen says, hello, love the hair. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I like it. According to Bloomberg, Ubisoft's thin release schedule inspired it to turn an upcoming Assassin's Creed Valhalla DLC into a full standalone game. The game is codenamed Assassin's Creed Rift and will be centered on Basim, a character from Valhalla. Really? Interesting. John says, have you seen the latest picture from James Webb Telescope? Yeah, we saw it this morning. We saw it at the start of the stream thanks to the fairies. Yep. Looks great. Ribhead N says that got looked like a year ago. Oh. We're a little behind. Straight ran for me. Don't do that. Ow! Dude, that's in my face! You just threw an axe in my face! What the absolute? In my face! It's not my face. Jesus. Okay. I need that. It's my money maker. Coming to catch the other guy. Didn't quite work. Out of all those people, I managed to hit my friend. Ow. I am both sad and okay with the fact that I'm not. That's fine. I only have this much more left in my bottle. It makes me wonder if I should finish it off. But you know what? We'll save that for another time. I got 2 more bottles in the garage, so we can just combine those 2 forces together to make another fun. Is that Woodford Reserve? It is. This is Woodford Reserve, which is out of my almost $1,000 testing regimen. My favorite. Hey, Servani, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Pleased to kill you. Oh, no. For the record, I spent $1,000 on bourbon over like 3 months. Yeah, when I started drinking whiskey, I basically, what happened is I used to drink beer. And my stomach at some point decided, you know what? You can't drink beer anymore. I started getting like terrible acid reflux, and my stomach just decided I can't drink beer anymore. So I decided maybe I should try drinking something less that gives me more of an effect. So I started drinking whiskey, and I came to chat and I said, "Chat, tell me your best whiskeys." And I got a bunch of great suggestions from chat, a whole lot. And over the course of like 3 months, I tried different whiskeys pretty much every night. And out of all of those, turns out the Woodford Reserve Double Oak was my favorite, funny enough, even though I tried some more that were way more expensive. And yeah, that's kind of the one I keep going back to now. But no, I tried. Hey, Julia, what's up? I tried a bunch of other ones. So. I feel like there's gotta be a more expensive bourbon than this. I haven't found it. There has to be there, right? I mean, that would like turn my whole world upside down if there wasn't like a super expensive bourbon that was better than this. Hey, Chaos Refined. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. You like scotch or just bourbon? I think bourbon. But honestly, I don't know enough about alcohol to answer that. Good round. Jonathan, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you watching. Have a good night, bud.
Desert!
No, Superito. No. Desert! Dude, I don't know why, but that makes me pretty funny there. Hey, Nuriel, not sure if Ko saw, but I sent an at with him on Twitter with my 125 whiskey collection. I am going to look at this immediately. Hold on. I'm out.
This...
Dude, what? Yo. My man, you were not kidding. That is so like this is a question I have. When you have this many whiskeys, do you like try like a little bit of each and then like
the enemy team.
The rest? So many. That's like 5 deep on each row. Wow. That is impressive, dude. That is impressive. Yeah. If you try each one, you must become an aficionado or something. Ow, I'm dead. Hey, Blank, what's up, buddy? I haven't opened them all, but generally, yes, I try them. I do whiskey tastings, etc. Cool, Bugsies. Very cool. Oh, yeah, man. It's cool. 5 Deep is my nickname. Let's see here. Ooh, sorry, Nisco. My bad, brother. Are we full? Oh, we're full. I love that they don't have a private service system, but we just make it. Boom! Oh, that's way too many. That's way too many. Boom! Sorry, my man. Are you gonna get hammered with Zeke when he's visiting? Yes, absolutely. That's the plan. Yes, I would like to get hammered with Zeke when he visits. Yep. I will actually be disappointed if I don't. Ridiculous. Who okayed this sword being in the game? This sword is silly. Oh my god! I don't even mean to kill people and they just die. Who okayed this? Killing so many teammates? Well, to be fair, they should not have been where they were when I was swinging my sword. That's kind of their fault, not really mine. Let's be real. Let's be real. Come on. That's kind of more on them than me. Ow! Wait, did that horse just attack me? Wait a second. No! I'm gonna punch you into oblivion! Screw you for attacking me, jerk! Yeah, that's right. What you gonna do? I'm gonna punch this horse to death, because that's something that happens for people. Ow!
I am angry!
Okay. We're fine. I'm fine and this is fine. Alright. Friendly. And there's so much going on during these fights, especially with the horses. That timing was... Are we all coalition people at this point? Oh yeah, dude, there's not a single bot in here. Okay. Apparently you have to pay to type in caps in here. LMAO, Blue Lobster, okay, let's be real here. If you're gonna yell at me, you gotta at least kick me a couple bucks. Seriously. I mean, if you want to yell at my face, don't get me wrong, I'll take your abuse. But you gotta at least kick me a couple bucks. Come on, man. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. All right. I mean, you can use a normal tone of voice and it's totally fine. Sorry, common man, NY. You had to die for the good one. It's pay to yell. Yeah, it's not pay to win, it's pay to yell. Pay to yell in code. Yeah, it's fair. Joke's on you, I'm always yelling, but I have caps turned on while holding down shift. Congratulations on beating the system. You're like that guy that walked into a casino and did one single slot machine and won and then walked out and never gambled again. You have won the system. And you, sir, have my respect. That's an axiom. Don't kick me! That makes my block interrupt and then you can kill me. Why would you do that? God.
Is that truly your face? But not even your mother could love that. Oh, careful. This one's all wriggly and slippery, like his mum. This won't be the first time I thrust my sword into a member of your family.
Wow.
Your mum's such a whore. She pays me for it. Is that truly your face? But not even your mother could love that. I know this is what I've never approached your mum in the first place. Don't get me.
He's gonna run around this battlefield saying your mom.
Finished. Your mom is known as the queen. She handles typically spoiled.
You really should stop laying on the ground and start fighting the opponents. No!
Ow. Give it all you got, lad. I'm not gonna lie down and tell you. Right here, Lord. Try not to scream. I've heard enough of that from your banshee mum. You look like you can handle a blow. Like your mum. Go way out of that.
Ko is doing the noble thing and sacrificing himself to dull the enemy's blade so they're less effective. I am delivering a service. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Your mother, boy, don't get me started. Lord knows she can't get me finished. I know this is what her offspring look thrust my sword into a member of your family. You look like you had it. Unlike your mom. Typically.
Almost there. Just your guys, thank you for being here tonight. I hope y'all had as much fun as I did. That was awesome. On that note, I'll be back tomorrow morning with more DAI. I have a lot of main story for you. It'll be fun. Also starting our first ever DLC of DAI tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. On that note, I will see you all fine folks tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. ET. For more fun and games. Have a great rest of your night. And as always, thanks for being here.
The charge of